Hello guys, your daily friend here. Welcome back for the Roblox Wild West video. And for today's video, it is very special because this is the very first Roblox Wild West Unknown Archives. So welcome to the Unknown Archives. So today's topic is all about the symbols in the Forest of Bones. And these symbols have some meanings too, and maybe affect or tell the storyline of the game. And not just this game, but the other game that Starboard Studios is making. So without further ado, let's start this video. So the first symbol on the top is Delta. So Delta's meaning is about a change on something. Now the epsilon is still unknown because for what I know or for what I have experienced, the internet doesn't give me the right information about the epsilon. So let's leave it a mystery for now. So next time we will find this mystery and unveil it. Now we have the Omega. So the Omega's meaning is very interesting because its meaning is the end. So let's find out. And also, why is there an Omega symbol in the Wild Seas trailer? So if you haven't watched the trailer, you should go ahead and watch the trailer because it is somehow interesting and you'll be hyped in the upcoming game. Now in the symbol, the Omega symbol is just sitting before the title was shown. It is sitting right there. So this something has to do, that symbol has something to do with the game's storyline. So let's try to crack the code in what's behind it. So in the Wild Seas trailer, we will see that it looks to me that there's no people inside the ship. So it does make sense because the developers just wants to hide what's the looks of your character, so you will get hyped. Now after that, there's this symbol, and then after the symbol there was a wind blowing. So I had a conclusion or a hypothesis, a theory for you guys. So hear me out. So the Delta, as I told you, is a change, and the Omega is the end. Now without ignoring the epsilon, so we will ignore the epsilon for now and just go without it. Now, as you may know, in history, we have the golden age of sails, the golden age of piracy, and the great Wild West. Now, all of the games, or the game Wild West, is based on the 1800s. The Wild Seas is based on the 1600s, where the golden age of sails and the golden age of piracy has arrived. Basically, it's 1600s to 1700s. The Wild West started in 1800s, something like that. Now, as you know, the era of the golden age of sails has ended, and the era of the great piracy has ended. The golden age of piracy has ended throughout history. Now, what will you do? Or how does something end? How does something end? I ask you this question. So think of it. So if you don't know the answer, I'll just tell it to you. Something will end if something has changed. Now, what's the symbol again, guys? Tell me what's the symbol? Delta, epsilon, and the omega. Now, never mind the epsilon. Tell me what's the meaning of delta. Now tell me the meaning of epsilon. Or I mean, omega. Never mind the epsilon. Tell me the meaning of delta and tell me the meaning of omega. Now, the meaning of delta is change. The meaning of omega is end. Now, something has clearly happened in the wild seas. As you may know, it has ended in the trailer. The trailer basically said it's ended. Because you know why? They set or they showed the omega symbol. Now, in history, the wild seas or the great piracy or the golden age of piracy or the golden age of sails has ended because number one, sails were removed and they were replaced by steam engines, and then after that pirates were absolutely gone. They disappeared, they vanished. Why? Because the Navy of Nations had more firepower and they were more powerful than the pirates. That's why the pirates escaped. They tried to escape and then they tried to basically end their lives and then try to hide from the law. And then that basically didn't work out for them. Basically the fun and the happiness they have, they desire gold and treasure, has been took away from them because it was their time. It is time to change, and change ends something. It ended something. A change will change something and it will end something. So as you know, after that, maybe those pirates have settled somewhere on the west. Now still, crime continues. The crime has continued to rise over because there's a new era, which is the Wild West. The Wild West where everybody will shoot, everybody has guns, everybody will rob. Everybody has guns everywhere, and then bandits will rob banks, all the chaos. But little they do know that the Wild West will also end. Because throughout history, the Wild West ended because something has changed. What has changed? Well, the nation, or basically the army, they went in the Wild West. They joined the front line. So they joined the front line, and then for what happened after that, the bandits were arrested. They were arrested, they were persecuted, and that's that. End of story. And some of the bandits has run away, thinking that they will rob once again, but no, they couldn't because federal laws and a lot of stuff has going on because the law is chasing them. Something has changed. You see, something has changed in the Wild West. So what is it that changed? One, there's a lot of security happening. So basically, you cannot rob a bank and kill the sheriff because the sheriff has a lot more backup, which is the military. And that is why the Wild West bandits has ended, because the law is more powerful now than them before. So now the Wild West has ended. So maybe This symbol omega that we see in the gate has something to tell us about this Wild West. It will end. And the delta, it says, we will change. It will change. And then the epsilon, never mind the epsilon, it will be the transition. So after transition, it will end. And that's basically that. That is the theory. A change that will end something. A change. Change will end something in a matter of transition. So that's basically this theory in the Unknown Archives video. And we'll see you guys next time. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next Unknown Archives video.